Hi, everybody. Welcome and Merry Christmas. It's good to see all of you here today. Let's start our celebration by standing up and singing together, Joy to the World. Here we go. That was great. Please be seated. Thank you. Okay. All right. At the end of the evening, we have our live animal parade. Some of them have little hooves, so when you approach them, just approach them from the front and mind the little hooves, mind your little hooves, okay? And just approach them respectfully and kindly as you would want to be approached. We encourage you to enjoy yourself tonight. Come and visit with the animals afterwards. They'll stay for about a half hour afterwards. If you want to take pictures, you're welcome to do that. Sing along, have fun. We're keeping the house lights up this time so everybody can see the words, and it's just going to be a beautiful evening. And if you have any questions, ask the person sitting next to you, okay? All right. A little word about our skits tonight. The theme of tonight is the spirit of Christmas, and our first skit was written by Cheryl Ostrander, who is a talented writer who wrote a skit about the spirit of kindness and how the spirit of kindness that we teach a lot here at the Center of Love, where we learn to be love, share love, and serve love, how the spirit of kindness can melt even the hardest of hearts. And then our second skit was written by Diane Ruiz, and this skit addresses the idea that even in challenging times, that joy is still there, and that if we change our focus just a little bit, joy can rise up and it can become us. And then the third skit is about keeping the spirit of Christmas joy all year long. And I wanted to mention, too, that we are a very inclusive church. We bless all paths to God. We bless all beings. And we might even bless space aliens in this skit as well. So there's that. And then the fourth skit is talking about the animals, and it's about wonder, coming alive, and just living like we know that we live in a good place. And then the animals will come forward, and they will truly be models of living like the truth of wonder is true. So all that said, I hope that you have a beautiful evening tonight. And we're going to start with Lonnie, our practitioner. Where'd she go, the little rascal? There she is. She's going to come up and she's going to do a prayer for us. Yay, Lonnie, you can clap. It's cool.
So welcome to our beautiful center. And I just invite you at this time to take a deep breath and let all of the busyness that was before coming here slip away, and invite you to close your eyes and step back into that beautiful time, knowing that there is one life, that life of God, which is inclusive, omnipresent, shows up as me, as every beautiful being in this sacred sanctuary. And I know tonight is blessed. Tonight is a remembrance of the birth of the Christ child, the innocence, the hope, the joy, the compassion. All of it is a time to reflect where that is in our lives and how we can open up to greater abundance, greater joy, greater hope in this time, and that we can share that with our friends, with our family, with our community, knowing that it is all a divine love, a divine gift. How grateful I am to be a part of this amazing adventure called life. And in that deep gratitude, I simply release my words into the mystery and the power of the law, knowing it is already blessed, and this evening is an unfolding blessing. And so in that sacred space, I simply say, thank you, Spirit, thank you, God, and together we say, and so it is.
We need a little Christmas. single flurry.
And Santa dear, we're in a hurry.
So climb down the chimney, turn up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Spice up the fruitcake. It's time we hung some tinsel from that evergreen bough. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. Need a little Christmas, need a little Christmas now. Need a little music.
Need a little laughter.
Need a little singing, ringing through the rafters, and we need a little snappy, happy ever after. Need a little Christmas, need a little Christmas
Some of you may have heard rumors about the Grinch, a scaly green fellow with piercing red eyes. Well, we're going to tell you a story that no one else has ever told. The Grinch was born just north of the peaceful town of Whoville long, long ago. He never seemed to get that Whoville vibe, that spirit of fun. Instead, he was grumpy. The Whos didn't understand why the Grinch had such a bad disposition. Some folks thought his shoes might be too tight. Some thought his heart were 2 sizes too small. Whatever the reason, everyone knew the Grinch's only pleasure was spoiling theirs.
Christmas is a special time in Whoville. The Whos love to celebrate with parties and food and music, lots of music. But the Grinch, he hated Christmas. He hated their hugging. He hated their smiling. He hated their singing. But most of all, he hated their happiness. He couldn't get the Whos to listen to his demands for quiet. So the Grinch decided to leave Whoville forever. But on Christmas Eve, as he wandered down through the town of Ojai, he found himself in Ventura, on the steps of the Ventura Center for Spiritual Living. When he settled down on the access ramp, he heard the sounds of activity inside.
As our scene opens, the church staff is busy preparing for the Christmas Eve service. Lynette, the office manager, is stacking programs neatly in anticipation of the happy congregants who will soon arrive. Platters brimming with gingerbread Santas and frosted wreaths line the kitchen counters. The office assistant, Darby, is stringing the last garland on the Christmas tree where Reverend Connie enters singing.
Deck the halls with pugs and collies. La, 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 la.
Darby, please help me move this outreach display.
Sure. I've got the costumes ready for the children's choir. They're hanging in the foyer.
And I've set up the manger scene out on the altar. Everything looks so beautiful. We really are creating an atmosphere of love.
I can smell those cookies in the kitchen.
I love the Christmas season.
Reverend Connie, this garland is just amazing.
The Creative Arts Ministry made it. Lynette, did you see it?
I did.
They've attached hundreds of those little welcome hearts made by the ladies from Wisdom Craft in India to that long satin ribbon.
From the loving hands in India to the loving hands in Ventura. It gives me goosebumps.
Enter our villain, the Grinch.
These wigglers, these jigglers, these oh so happy gigglers, standing there hand in hand. Soon they'll be singing and chanting. They'll be enjoying their band. I hate all this joy, all this wild celebration. I just want to give them some real frustration. So, I plot and I plan how to ruin their fun. I know what it takes. Just watch me run.
Reverend Connie's husband, Lou, normally a dignified and articulate man, suddenly burst in looking disheveled.
Zoik! I brought this silver angel for our tree, but that stranger stuck it in my hat.
So, I shrink and I slink and I hide in this hoodie to brazenly snatch all their treats and their goodies. I grab up their schnitzel, their strudel, take the whole kid caboodle.
Reverend Connie, come quickly.
What's wrong, Lynette?
There's a stranger in the sanctuary and he's stealing the Christmas tree. What should I do?
Well, let me meditate on that for a moment.
Oh no! Someone's unwound all the cash register tape and tossed it up over the balcony.
And look, the baby Jesus has a mohawk. And when did we hang that portrait of Elvis on black velvet?
We didn't.
I grab 'em and I hide 'em. This old piano I'm taking. Let's see what they do without things for noise making.
To their shock and amazement, that nasty old Grinch had shoved their piano up the aisle, through the foyer, and down the front steps.
No, don't try to figure this out. It's just a story.
I can't figure it out, but the piano is gone.
I'm shocked and amazed. The piano. Where is the piano?
Yikes! Where are the cookies?
Not the cookies!
What does this do? Makes their voices get louder. How would it work, I wonder, if I dunk it in chowder?
What is on the microphone?
My lunch!
Oh, dear.
Done! What fun! Can't wait to see the looks on their faces when instead of their goodies, they find empty spaces!
And so it is. Now this stranger, he's here by divine appointment. He might be scaly and green. His behavior is definitely unacceptable. But he is the face of God. I hold him in my heart. He's part of me. He is the face of God. Just invite him to the program and we'll find out what he needs.
don't even need their colorful boxes. They don't even need any Christmas sockses.
So the Grinch watches the singing and storytelling that makes the Christmas Eve service at Ventura Center for Spiritual Living such a gift of love. With amazement, he peers from the balcony as the animal procession trots up the aisle and settles on the stage. He can't hold back a laugh when the goose honked out over the voices of the players in the final skit.
For once, I want to join in the fun. I just want to shake hands with everyone.
As the candles are lit and they sing Silent Night, he joins the chorus in spite of himself. Something amazing is happening. Suddenly, the Grinch knows that Christmas isn't about things, it's about people. It's about love. Maybe in this moment, his tiny little heart is growing bigger. Maybe in this moment, his life is changing.
This one thing I now know. As I travel this world with its trials and woe, I will find blessings wherever I go.
Merry gentlemen, let nothing you disturb.
Hey, Jane. Are you ready for Christmas? It's getting close. I can't believe how much more I still have to get done before our annual Christmas party.
Oh, not really. I always have trouble getting into the spirit of it.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, I keep thinking about past Christmases and those I loved who are no longer here to share this time of loving and giving. We shared so much, and all of that is gone now, replaced with a feeling of emptiness, sadness. It was hard enough when Jim passed, but I never thought I would live to see a Christmas without my girls. It really hurts to outlive the people who mean everything to you. It just doesn't seem fair. I know it sounds mean, but I resent everyone else's joy. It just makes me want to hide.
I had no idea you felt this way. You're always so cheerful.
Well, we've never been together at Christmas. You're always in San Antonio with your daughter. You know, we had all these silly traditions. They might sound corny, but they were special to us.
Like what?
Well, there was Christmas Eve at my parents' home. Mom's table was always loaded with delicious dishes, especially her homemade rolls and candied yams. And she always made me wear that silly apron I made in sewing class. It was bright pink with lace on the pockets. She'd pretend to be so surprised when she'd find it in the drawer, and then we'd both laugh.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and Dad would let all of us open one gift if we could stay awake until midnight. And then he'd say, "It's a long time till midnight," in a very stern voice. But even if we dozed off, he'd wake us up and let us have one present at midnight.
And what did you do till midnight?
Well, we listened to stories from our aunts and uncles we hadn't seen during the year, and then we exchanged complaints about our parents with our cousins. Yeah. And then we ate dessert. Aunt Sarah made great fudge.
Your parents really made Christmas Eve fun. We always had to go to bed early because, as you know, Santa won't come if you're awake.
Of course not.
Together with family at Christmas now?
Oh, it's not the same.
I guess not.
It was always such a delight to shop for my girls. There were so many beautiful dresses to choose from at Christmas time. Satins, chiffons, silks. Then they would hug me so tight. You know, it didn't matter if we wrinkled those pretty dresses. It didn't matter at all. But now the girls are gone, and nothing can replace those moments we shared.
Didn't you tell me that your daughter-in-law is a wonderful cook? Don't you enjoy preparing those gourmet dishes with her?
Oh, I do, but Mary, it's not the same. My daughter-in-law is a great person, and I love her. But it's not the same as being with my own girls.
I'm sorry, Jane. You're right. No one can replace someone else, no matter how much you love them. Isn't there anything to look forward to this Christmas? Didn't you tell me that your great-grandson would be here? Won't that be special?
Well, you're right. It will be fun to see how much he's grown since last Christmas. And watching the expression on his face as he opens his presents.
And don't you have a new little girl in your family you could buy dresses for? You know, maybe you're making new memories.
Well, I hadn't really thought about that. I've spent so much time thinking about what I don't have, what I've lost, that I forgot to focus on what I do have. A lot of my family is gone now, and that really hurts. But I do feel gratitude for having had them in my life. I know their love is still in my heart. Their love will always be in my heart. At Christmas, we celebrate the birth of a mystic who brought spiritual love and light to this world. Jesus taught us that we are always connected to our divine Creator and to each other. If that is so, and I believe it is, then even though I don't see them, my loved ones are still and will always be a part of me. When I remember that, the memories of Christmases past can bring a smile to my face. I can hear the laughter, and I can feel the joy of Christmas Eve. I must be smiling now, because I do feel joy.
I think I'm ready for Christmas too. How about sharing Aunt Sarah's fudge recipe with me? I could use a new Christmas tradition at my house.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, throw cares away, Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song, with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, town and town. Gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding ding dong. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is their song, with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, town and town. Daily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding ding dong.
How are the observations going, Doctor? I'm all ears.
About the same as before, Captain.
Remind me about these Earthlings.
They appear to scurry about much of the time.
Where do they scurry to?
Small buildings where they get cups of dark liquid and food shaped in circles. Or large buildings with all kinds of stuff in them. or places where they run in place with little things plugged in their ears.
Running in place? Whatever for?
It appears to sweat.
Anything else that they do?
They sit at desks or on couches or in chairs with rectangular objects in their laps.
Well, what is the purpose of that? Oh, is it a joy box?
It's hard to say, Captain. It all seems to be very important, but nothing is registered on our jointometer.
Doctor, you know their mood is crucial. If we are to migrate our species from Joyland to Earth, we must know for certain its climate has enough joy for us to survive. Are they a joyous species or not?
They often wrinkle their foreheads and pull the corners of their mouths down.
Wrinkle their foreheads? Pull their mouths down? Why, that's most uncomfortable. It feels incompatible with joy. This is not promising.
To know more, we will need to make a landing.
Very well, Doctor. Get the gear ready for landing, and I'll take us down. Be sure our costumes matches the Earthlings, so we are free to move amongst them without detection. We don't want to be like those aliens that keep getting written up in the Earthling.
But Captain, I'm a doctor, not a couturier.
You may begin your investigation, Doctor. How about starting with those young men over there?
Excuse me? What is the purpose of the device you are looking at? Does it bring you joy? Could you be so kind as to explain yourselves?
Hey, get out of my way! You're blocking the road.
I do apologize. I'm unfamiliar.
Don't tell me your problems. Just get out of the way.
Whoa! Captain! That was a bit difficult!
Difficult? How so? What did you discover?
Life is hectic here, and the Earthlings are particularly self-absorbed and stressed. It does not appear to be an atmosphere in which our species could survive. We should probably head back to base.
Oh, how disappointing, Doctor. We must keep on with our research design and continue the required observation timeline to confirm our findings. Report any changes you see the next time we meet. In Earth time, that'll be 1 month. Carry on. So, Doctor, what have you gleaned from another month of observations?
Something very strange. Yes, I would even say amazing is happening on Earth.
Please explain, Doctor.
The Earthlings that have been under observation, it seems they have become quite joyous. The atmosphere may support us after all.
Really? What makes you conclude this?
Well, it began with a tremendous amount of effort, changing their stores, city streets, houses, just about everywhere, really.
What kind of changes are you talking about, Doctor?
Pretty objects being hung from ceilings and fake snow. Bearded Earthlings in red suits sitting on thrones and saying, "Ho, ho, ho!" There are lots of silver and gold candies and colorful tinsel and boxes wrapped with green and red ribbons and lights on trees and bushes, windows and street lamps, and joyous music being played on loudspeakers. Everything has been made beautiful!
This is most peculiar. Is there an explanation for this change?
I'm not certain. but it seems to have something to do with a particular earthling. A Mary something earthling.
Mary who?
Let's see. What was her name? Merry Christmas? No, that's not it. Merry Christ Moose? No. Merry Christmas! Yes, that's it! Merry Christmas! The Earthlings are walking around talking about her all the time. Store clerks and customers mention her to each other. Teachers and students talk about her. And even Earthlings on the street say her name to perfect strangers. And every time an Earthling puts money in these little buckets, the Earthlings ringing bells say her name. And music singing her name is played everywhere.
We must find this Earthling. It is certain she has incredible power to bring about such a change in the Earthling's atmosphere. Perhaps we could form an alliance with her to make colonization to Earth possible. This is most exciting. Prepare to land, Doctor. We must find this Merry Christmas. Let's begin, Doctor. How about that Earthling over there? I believe you talked with him before. Perhaps he can direct us to Merry Christmas.
I would just watch it, pal. This road is very busy. You don't want to get hurt, do you?
Take me to your leader. Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you, too.
And where might she be?
What's that?
How can I find the powerful Merry Christmas?
It's all around you, pal.
I do not see her. Explain, please.
See who?
This Merry Christmas Earthling who appears to have taken over the city. Please, where might we find her? We have important business with her.
Oh, well, Merry Christmas isn't a person, pal. It's a feeling.
A feeling?
Explain,
please.
It's a spirit.
Captain, please come over. We have been mistaken. There is no Earthling leader called Merry Christmas. It is a spirit that has taken over the city.
Oh my God. A spirit has invaded the city? How does it work, this Merry Christmas spirit? What gives it so much power to turn the corners of your mouths up?
It's like love and joy and peace taking over your heart. It makes you want to be friendly and give presents and have goodwill towards everyone. It happens every year.
This invasion of the heart, does it hurt?
Hurt? No, pal. It feels great.
This heart condition caused by the Merry Christmas spirit sounds magnificent. But it wasn't here a month ago. Why doesn't it stay here all the time?
Yes, where does the spirit go?
I don't know. I guess we just forget about it. We get busy doing what we have to do, or we get annoyed, or just let it slip away.
This is most peculiar, Captain. This Merry Christmas spirit lives in the Earthling heart, but then is forgotten after a while.
Really, you would think the Earthlings would want to stay happy and live with a heart of love and joy and peace all year round. We must explore this further.
Please, if this Merry Christmas spirit makes you so happy, is there a way perhaps it can be kept alive throughout the year? Would this not be better for you?
That's a good question, pal. You talk a little funny, but you ask good questions. It would be better for me, but I don't know if I could do it. Sometimes it's so hard to remember what it feels like and what really matters when I'm all stressed out with work and bills and stuff. It'd be great to have these good feelings all year. My life would be really different if my heart always felt the way it does today. You're right, pal. Keeping the Christmas spirit all year round makes sense, but I'm not sure it's possible.
You have shown today this Merry Christmas spirit is in you.
Yes. So does it have to slip away? Isn't it always there and available if you want it?
Well, yeah. The spirit is always there, but I would have to pay attention to it and remember it even when things are going all wrong and life seems hard.
But it would help you get through all those tough times with joy and peace and love. Is this not possible?
Maybe you're right. If I really worked at it and listened to my heart, maybe I could feel the Christmas spirit every day. It could be the best thing I ever did for myself. Who knows? Spreading some joy around could be a good thing for us all. You know, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to let the Christmas spirit be in my heart all year round.
This sounds like a very wise proposition. I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to all Earthlings.
May the Christmas spirit live in your heart always throughout your solar orbit. Doctor, we must go now. Set a migration date for 1 year from now. I believe we have found our new home.
Where'd they go? I like those guys.
Jesus, our brother, kind and good, was only born in a stable room, and a friendly peace around him stood. Jesus, our brother, kind and good. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown, I carried his mother up hill and down. I carried his mother to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown.
I said the sheep with the curly horns. I gave him my wool for his blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with the curly horn. I said the dove from the rafters high. I cooed him to sleep and he could not cry. He cooed him to sleep, my mate and I said the
We tell the story of Jesus born in a stable in Bethlehem. Now, this was no abandoned place, but it was a working stable filled with animals of all kinds. According to legend, the birth occurred exactly at midnight. Inside the stable, the animals watched in wonder as the newborn babe was wrapped in swaddling clothes and placed in the manger. Suddenly, the angels began to praise God for the miracle that they had seen. The animals talked. They went on for several minutes until the animals once again fell silent. The only humans who heard them were Mary, Joseph, and the Christ child.
The legend of the talking animals persists to this day. Every Christmas Eve, wide-eyed children and certain exceptional wide-eyed adults creep into stables just before midnight to hear the animals praise God for the wondrous birth of the Christ consciousness.
Hallelujah.
Now, some grown-ups scoff at this. Old wives' tales, they mutter. Those children should be at home in bed, not in the cold, waiting for the family cow to start to speak.
But the young at heart, like all of us, know, or at least we believe, that the animals really do praise God now and at midnight every Christmas Eve. And the wisdom in each of us maybe knows that all beings on the planet Earth add value to the whole. Each one of us has a unique voice. And tonight we raise our voices to call forth greater possibilities. And if you listen, you can hear God speak to you through all of creation. So listen with your heart tonight and allow a new dream to be born within you. Give voice to the transformative power of the possible. Reclaim the innocence that you are. And then lift up your dream to the light. With God, all things are possible. For you, for us, and for our beautiful world. And so it is. Thank you.
Christmas bells, ring them loud with a message bringing peace on the earth, tidings of good cheer. Come carolers, come and join with the angels singing joy to the world. Christmas time is here. Children
Oh, oh, so sweet. I'm going to wait. That's perfect, Sue. There's not much room for him anyway, so it's perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take your pictures. Make yourselves at home. Let's remember my candle. Hi, my candle's behind this big bunny here. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Okay. All right. Okay, I did it. Yay. So will the candlelighters please come forward if you can? We have some. Good job. Okay, good job. Okay. Go. Doing great. What a cutie you have. He is so beautiful. She's gorgeous. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, it's okay. If you're look at the goat. I promise I won't kick you. Okay. If you didn't get a candle, find a friend and hold their candle with them. Aww. I think we're good to go. The duck says we're good to go. So let's all stand up together and we'll sing Silent Night 3 times, the first verse 3 times.
Right.
take a moment, if you would, and lift your candle up. And look at that light. And see how beautiful you are. All of the sounds of creation. Know that when we blow out our candles, that this beauty will continue within us. And now lower your candles, and please blow out them. When the song of the angel is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among brothers and sisters, to bring miracles and the Christmas spirit among us all year long. Please repeat after me. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Namaste. Namaste. And so it is. And so it